and the country, I'd like to say a warm welcome to one and all, to Hilton and the Captain Dane and the entire support team and players. A warm welcome back to South Africa. We are indeed very proud of you. You've not only made yourselves proud by your performance, but I can tell you you've won over the hearts and support of our entire country, South Africa. And I think for that you deserve a round of applause. Secondly, you can be very, very proud in that you went to this prestigious competition, you didn't rock up, you competed against the best of the world. And at the end of the day, the final outcome was not what we really went for. We went there to win. But I can say the way that you've played, you can now say that we're competing with the best in the world. And you are the very best. You have succeeded. And to all of you, well done for giving your best, your 110%. And be assured that you've won. You have inspired hope. You've showed great courage. And in fact, you've left your mark where cricket is in a better place. And women's cricket have indeed made leaps and bounds on the international stage. And to this squad and support team and coach, we're always going to remember you for making that breakthroughs to ensure that we just don't participate, but we compete. And we compete on that stage where the rest of the world knows when they play the Momentum women's team, Proteas team, that they're up for a big contest. And we're going to come out victorious. I just want to mention again to Minnie and Dupree, your 100 matches, that is great. And then to donate to you, the leadership, we were very impressed, and you've done a great job. And I just want to remind all of you that we are extremely proud of you. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to welcome Head of Player Pathways, Edward Causa, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I'm quite humbled in terms of sitting in front of you here. I think I need to take you back through to this journey. It was in 2014 when we sat at Hatfield in Pretoria, and we mapped up the way when we looked at the squad at that particular time. And I think when you look at the results and you see the improvement that the team is showing, at that time we made a commitment to say now with the management team and the selectors that we'd like to win the 2021 World Cup. And I think I've said that in my send-off to say, when we go to Australia, if we could get to the semis, I'm not sure why you listen to me, but I said if we get to the semis, hopefully next year we're going to win the World Cup, because I'm quite confident that everything that we put together a couple of years back is falling into place. And it's only purely through your hard work. And I want to thank you guys for your patience. I know when you guys got involved in the game, it was more of an amateurish sport. We started contracting 6 players at that time, and we went to 14. Although the money is not at the level that it's supposed to be, but you'll recall in 2015, when I said to you guys that you're playing for the next generation, because the generation before you played for nothing. They were not getting contracts or anything. And I think where we are as far as cricket is concerned, and as well as world cricket, female cricket is prioritized. And it's quite important that we also make a mark, and we're quite proud that you guys have put us in the map at the right time, especially ending up in the semi-final. And we're going to host the 2022 World Cup. So we have something to look forward to. But again, my promise to the country is that we want to win the 2021 World Cup. Now you as players are well aware about it. And we're going to keep on making sure that we prepare towards that. Because we've gone past the stage of just competing. Now we're at the stage where we need to win. And because of the experience that you have in the side and the talent that you guys keep on displaying, I don't want to put you guys under pressure, but I'm quite confident that if we follow the blueprint and making sure that we support you all the way, we should be standing here next year proudly, announcing you guys as world champions for the 50 over World Cup. But without much, I also need to thank the board of CSA. I think when we knock on your door, when the team was showing promise and all that, and we said we need increased contracts and we needed to increase money and all that, and you guys have always backed us. And again, with these recent performances, I'm hoping that whatever we require from here on to take the team to the next level, that the board will support us on that. And then I also want to thank the Momentum as well as the office at CSA for the support that you've continuously given to the girls here. I think from the lady who answers the phone to the marketing team and the CEOs, the guys don't understand the work that goes behind putting a team of this nature. And I also will be false of me not to thank our CSA members that looked after this talent and making sure that they identify it and harness it. I mean, the schools, the clubs, as well as the various provincial teams. This performance is purely through thanks to you guys as well for the work that you've done throughout the years. But lastly, to Dane and your team. I know no words can express what you guys have done. Unfortunately, you were not in the country here, but people were glued on TVs, especially with the semi-final match. The amount of emotions that were shown by the people, especially the timing of where we are as a country at the moment, you guys have given a positive boost to the mood in the country. You don't realize actually in terms of now how hungry we are for success in terms of cricket on its own, but you guys have put up the right performances at the right time, and thanks to you for leading this group of players to putting us on the map when it comes to world cricket. And Hilas, I know it's been quite a tough one for you, and to you and your management team. I think you guys have always done your work quietly behind the closed doors, but I think the result speaks for itself, and what you do with the team is something which is different and all that. And I want to convey our sincere appreciation as Cricket South Africa to you and your family especially, that is supported you throughout, especially being involved in the male sport as a coach and all that, in the female sport as a coach. But besides that, I want to thank the backroom staff, to the physios that have kept the team healthy, to the fitness trainers, to the doctor as well, and the selectors that have selected this identified group. I just want to make sure that you guys understand where we are at this point in time, and that we need to make sure that we're always rising and keeping the bar high. So next year, we want to sit here with a trophy. Thank you.
And just to echo Eddie's comments there regarding Momentum. Of course, Momentum came on board, was officially announced on the 9th of February on Pink Day. And we just want to say, on behalf of the team and our management, we just want to say a massive thank you to you and your team. We felt the support each and every single day during that World Cup. Not to mention the gift box we got with rusks and biltong. The girls were still eating the biltong on the plane. So we just want to say a massive, massive thank you for the partnership, and we really look forward to what we're going to achieve from here on out. On that note, I've been practicing my pronunciation here. Give me 1 second. I'd like to welcome Nkosi Natu Mashlangu. Hopefully I got that. Portfolio Head of Youth Employment, to just say a few words on behalf of Momentum.
Thank you very much. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and good day to all the partners and the media people. And most importantly, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of Momentum to say a very warm welcome to the Momentum Proteas team. You ladies have done us proud. You have displayed your talent, and you have proven that you are a group of success seekers. And back home here, we were very much unified, as you saw the united South Africa upon your arrival here. And through cricket and through sport, we can definitely unify the country. And as Momentum, we are very much committed to empowering women and to be part and parcel of the journey to success, as we believe that with all the partnerships that you have formed on the field, we are the partnership that you need off the field together, Cricket South Africa. So through partnership, definitely the journey to success is one that you guys are going to make sure that you are shining through and through. And that's all the momentum you need to get to the dizzy heights. And as Mr. Khoza has alluded to the fact that there are big tournaments coming, this is only the beginning. You guys were almost on the verge of showing up for the final, and we are very much proud of the commitment and the fight that you've put out there. South Africa is definitely proud of your showing. Thank you so much.
Next up, I'd like to welcome Captain Dane Kak to say a few words.
Yeah, sorry, Lucy put me on the spot like 5 minutes ago. No, look, first of all, thank you everyone for coming out and welcoming the team. It was pretty special, I think overwhelming as well. I think it's been a long time coming for this team. I think it's, even though we appreciate it, I feel my teammates deserve to be treated and welcomed like that every time, no matter what we do. So thank you for ever put it together. It's again, it was overwhelming, and you know, when you come back home and you just want to put your feet on, I guess, home ground, and you get welcomed like that. You know, all the sacrifices, the hard work, and a very long 2 months. You know, it was worth it. So yeah, again, thank you, and I just want to thank my team. We didn't bring the cup home, but as a captain, I cannot be more proud of each and every one of you. And I know we're going to win a World Cup. There's no doubt in my mind. So it's just about when. And hopefully, God willing, that all of us will be here together to celebrate it with our families. And our families that missed us, we missed you guys. Thanks for all the support and, the prayers and the phone calls and all those things. Sometimes we're a bit preoccupied to speak to you guys, but, we felt the love and the support. And you guys are obviously the most important part of everyone's lives and the most important reason why we are so successful as individuals and as a team. So a big thank you to you guys as well.
And lastly, our head coach.
Okay, thanks, Lucy. I think on behalf of the team, management, we would like to thank everyone for your support. I think when we left, it was a week before the schools reopened. We're coming back with almost a week before the term is closed, so it shows you the time that we've been gone out of the country. And I must commend the team for the way they stayed focused on the job at hand. I think going to New Zealand was always going to be a challenge. It's one of the top 3 teams in world cricket, and for us to have stayed together the way we played from the first day when we landed in New Zealand into the last game of the group, and it shows that the girls, the determination that they. Yes, Mr. Williams, we wanted to go there. The plan was to win the World Cup. And we were 5 runs short at the end of the day. It shows that the growth in the team, the determination and the way they played. I mean, they showed they were great ambassadors for the country. And that we can't take away from the ladies and management. Big thumbs up for you guys. I know it wasn't easy. I think the captain also touched on that. The reason that everything other than the support and everyone that has been on board, Momentum and CSA, our families are the big heroes of this. I mean, the understanding, the challenges we had to connect with them, we being so far from them, time zones. I think for them, for your patience, understanding, and always being supportive, we appreciate it because through you allow us the space to be able to do what we do, and some of us to do what we love. So on that, thank you, each and every one of family members. And then as far as the media is concerned, and everyone that has been making this possible, we appreciate how far you guys have reached to put this team on the pedestal and to show what they can do in world cricket. I mean, when we played in 3 ODIs that we went in and the team actually achieved history by beating New Zealand 3-0 in their own home soil. And you could see, although the games were not televised, it was a big achievement for the team, and I think that set up our World Cup. And the way everybody went about it was great, and we appreciate the media and the coverage that we've been getting as a team, and overall we would like to say thank you to each and everyone that has been supporting. I think you girls have shown also that you've been great ambassadors, you've touched lives, and this journey is only continue. Yes, you heard from Mr. Koza now the pressures for us to bring back the trophy. It's always been a journey, girls, and we know that through each and every one of you we can achieve everything we said to, but it's going to be a tough year again going forward. I must also say it's good to be back home after this long journey.
Thank you very much. Great, and just to the team, a message from the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture. We know we enjoyed the support from the Deputy Minister in that opening weekend in Perth. So, dear Team South Africa, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to our Momentum Proteas women's cricket team for having represented our country, and especially the sportswomen of South Africa, at the ICC Women's T20 Cricket World Cup in Australia. You may not have brought home the trophy, but it's no easy feat to win all your matches in the group stage, to emerge at the top of the table and to take on a leading women's cricket in the world. Cricket South Africa has come a long way in developing the women's game and awarding contracts to our women's cricketers. They, however, do not play professionally back home, and their progress to the T20 World Cup attests to the talent and calibre of our team. I'm inspired by the confidence of this team and the fact that they do not see themselves as individuals, but as part of a greater whole, a team that giveth their all. But competitive sport is unpredictable, and unfortunately, we have no control over natural elements that unfortunately becoming deciding factors that can be heartbreaking. We want you to know that we are proud of you. We are proud of the fact that you bring hope to so many young women who dream of playing sport competitively. We appreciate your fighting team spirit. There were many milestones achieved by our players during this tournament. You also set a new record of the highest score in a T20 World Cup when you posted a score of 195 against Thailand. And, of course, that winning margin. Let us celebrate those as well. Look back only to learn lessons to take you forward. The next opportunity awaits you, and we sincerely hope that many of you will still be competing when South Africa hosts not only the T20 World Cup in 2022, but we also look forward to seeing you represent South Africa in next year's 50-over World Cup in New Zealand. Great. That's the end of the message. I would like to open the floor now to media for questions. We'll start with our head coach first. We'll take one question at a time. And just a reminder to please keep your cell phones on silent for this. Who would like to open the floor?
Coach Minenhla from Newsroom Africa. Obviously, we talked about the strides that the women's game has made. The performance that we saw in Australia, as the gentleman said here, was very inspiring. From this point on, from a playing perspective, what do you think we need to do to ensure that next time around, those 5 runs we're short of, we're able to make up? What do we need to implement from this point on, from a playing point of view, you as a person who is with the girls on the field?
I think for us, for me, where I'm setting from a coaching perspective, management is we have to take credit from what we've learned now at the World Cup. I think the last 50-over World Cup, there was great learnings. I mean, we came 2 balls short from a final. So I think when we went from that, we've learned a lot as a team. The most important thing for us from where we're setting is we have to stay competitive in competitive mode for till the next World Cup. So there has been a couple of tours that has been lined up to make sure that we learn from that. And the only way we're going to keep getting better is by playing cricket and playing against the best teams in the world. So as far as the group, and you've seen the growth, I mean, each and every, we haven't had one player of the match that has been consistent in this whole tour. It has been somebody different, so it shows that in the squad that we had, the squad that has been picked, that there's a lot of match winners. I think when we left on our farewell day, the captain did highlight there's a lot of match winners. When she looked at everybody on the stage that day when everybody was given their capping, it shows that as far as the team is just to make sure we keep those performances consistent, and the senior players, as you can see, they're starting to take responsibility. So by playing competitive cricket continuously, and we make sure that we stay active between now and the World Cup, should be able to see us through.
How do you build on this performance and get consistency going? And also, how much does this make up for, especially 2018, and what happened there?
Okay, 2018 is a year we, as a squad, want to forget. I think to the group, to finish top of the group, I mean, nobody gave us a chance when we landed in Australia. And it shows that what lies within these girls. I mean, the talent is immense. I think for us, what is going to be important is 2 things: to make sure that we keep our youngsters feet on the ground, and we keep working on them to keep pushing for places within the first 11. That will make sure that the senior players and those that has been playing, they keep performing because they know there's somebody knocking on the door for an opportunity. So, as a team, we're moving in the right direction. We're happy with that.
Sorry, one more. And then just one other question. We asked the Spa Proteas this question last year when they came back from the World Cup, and Banyana when they came back from the World Cup. In terms of structures for women's sport, obviously there's still a long way to go, and it's something that has come up lots and lots of times. But just how much of a difference would it make to have professional structures in the country for cricket players, or more professional structures for cricket players in terms of how you perform at the World Cup? And when you look at how well you did now, how much of a difference would that have made maybe, and will that make in the future?
It will make a big difference. I mean, in any sporting environment, you want to have an overall professional setup, because then you have competition amongst players around the country, in all corners of the country, so which means your best 11 will just have to get better. And I think when we got together as a team, when the journey was started, like in 2014, is one of those we had to realize as management, players, everyone, and Cricket South Africa is for our cricket to get better in the country is for us to start putting the positive results on the board, because nobody likes a losing team. Nobody backs a losing team, irrespective of where you are. You know, as us as South Africans, we're a winning nation. I mean, one bad result, you know what happens, and critics come out and all those. It's a reality. I mean, people want teams to win. So for that to happen, we have to start winning against big series, and especially teams that is normally called the minor teams. We also have to make sure that we dominate those, so that people can start taking notice. By that, we will help sponsors coming on board, Cricket South Africa, make their hands stronger, to go have a look at structures below to see how we can strengthen it and make them and try and get it to a professional setup as much as we can. I must also highlight there's a lot of discussions around that point, and we know that in the future it should be happening, and then as soon as that happens, it can just make us strong as a country, because we've caught up with the world now. It's just to make sure that where we are now, we're the country that makes the first move as far as to leading the pack.
Any more questions for our head coach? And any questions for Danae?
Danae, I'm not going to introduce myself. Minentle from Newsroom Africa. Got it. Obviously, what you've guys done, somewhere in this country, you've inspired a girl child. Just does it sink in at any point that now you are role models, pioneers for the generation that's going to come after you?
Yeah, look, as a team, you know, the goal, and if we know, you know, what we've done, you never quite understand what you do. You just try and do it to the best of your ability, and I guess make everyone proud. But look, if we inspire the next generation, then our job's done. You know, the day I hang up my boots and we did just that, I'd be a very happy camper. So yeah, as a team, that's one of our big goals. Yes, win a World Cup. That would be incredible. But you know, it's bigger than us. You know, it's bigger than us as individuals. So yeah, hopefully some girls out there. But it's not. I said it at the World Cup. It's just about girls, though. We want boys and men to enjoy women's cricket as well, for what it is. We want to inspire girls because that will pump the pipeline, but we want the whole of South Africa to enjoy women's cricket, and that's also what we're trying to do, and make it an attractive brand of cricket. And I think after this World Cup and after New Zealand, you know, we done justice to that.
Danae, you've done.
Hi, Laurenti. I feel well. No, I don't think so. With the group of players we have, we're not happy with the semi-finals. You know, the World Cup would have been satisfying. And, yeah, we did incredible things, but we spoke about it after the 2017 World Cup, where it was just not enough. And, yes, again, credit to everyone, but it's just not enough. I'm glad we did what we did, but imagine what we could do if we come back with the cup. I'd said to everyone, it would be nice if I just had the cup. Yeah. Wheeling my way in, yeah. But no, I don't. But I realize that we have a way to go. But from where we started to where we are now, I have no complaints. And I know it can go from strength to strength. And I'm so thankful Momentum started the journey with us, and they're continuing it with us. You know, it's a company that's been backing us since day one. So, you know, I probably couldn't have asked for a better company to back us as well.
Yes.
Incredible. Cricket South Africa has been incredible driving women's cricket. And, you know, from where we started, everybody can vouch. It was, you played for the love of the game. You just, yeah, you got onto that park and just enjoyed the game. And, you know, mom would cook you a meal when you come back. It's not, you know, yeah, that's, I guess, yeah, it's a massive difference. You know, we are professional at the moment. Again, we are doing really well against countries that's been professional for a lot longer. I think people should understand that, they've been doing it longer. That's the only difference. They've been in more crunch situations than us as well. So, I guess I hope that answers your question.
Good. Is that the last question? One more? Yeah. For that same answer?
No,
Or?
just like few questions not because
Sure, perfect. So I think we'll aim those at Danae. I think if you could ask a question afterwards, or perfect. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so we're done with the Q&A. So yeah, next up for the girls, they will be off for about a week before they regroup ahead of their inbound tour against Australia. That will kick off on the 22nd of March. It's a Sunday, and it'll be historic in a sense that we will be encouraging all South Africans around the country to pitch up in black as we show our support not only for women's cricket but of course gender-based violence as well. So we're really looking forward to that first ODI against Australia and hopefully getting one over them too. But yeah, I just want to say thank you very much to each and every one of you for joining us today. I know the girls are aching to get back to their families now and just have a few days off. So thank you very much.
Daar jy moet nooit meer voorsit as ek die vra nie asseblief net maar my is so sleg voel.
You're right.